I've always been obsessed with Minecraft. Ever since I was a kid, mining away in those pixelated caves, building impossible structures, it was my escape. Notch, Markus Persson, was like a legend to me. The guy who single-handedly created this infinite world out of nothing. I followed his every tweet, read every interview, even bought that overpriced mansion tour video he did after selling to Microsoft. But last night, I don't even know where to start. I think I've uncovered something that changes everything. And now I can't sleep. I keep hearing those game sounds in my head, but twisted. It started innocently enough. I was deep in a Reddit rabbit hole, scrolling through old threads about Minecraft's early days. Someone mentioned an abandoned beta version that Notch supposedly scrapped because it was too disturbing. I laughed it off, classic creepypasta bait, right? But the poster linked to a shady archive site with leaked files from Mojang servers. Against my better judgment, I downloaded it. The file was called notch_prototype_0.0.1.zip. Inside was a janky executable that looked like an early Minecraft build, but with weird additions, hidden rooms in the code, encrypted logs. I ran it in a virtual machine, just to be safe. At first, it was nostalgic, blocky terrain, no mobs, just endless exploration. But then I found a structure buried deep underground. It wasn't a dungeon, it was like a bunker. Inside were signs with coordinates, dates, and names. Real names. I thought it was an Easter egg until I searched one, Operation Frostbite, 1998. Nothing came up at first, but I kept digging. Switched to the darker forums, and that's when I hit something horrifying. Turns out, Markus Persson wasn't always the indie game dev from Stockholm. Before Minecraft, before the billions, he was in the Swedish military. Not just any role, he was part of a Black Ops unit during the late 90s, when Sweden was quietly involved in peacekeeping missions that went very wrong. But peacekeeping was the cover story. The documents I found, scanned PDFs from declassified archives that someone had scrubbed from official records, described a nightmare. Persson was a lead engineer in a program called Project Skugga, Project Shadow. They developed autonomous drones for target neutralization in conflict zones. Drones that didn't just spy, they hunted. And not always the intended targets. The realization hit me like a creeper explosion. One report detailed a botched operation in the Balkans. Person's code malfunctioned, or did it, and the drones targeted a civilian village. Women, children, gone in seconds. The Swedish government covered it up, blamed it on enemy sabotage. But internal memos named him directly, Engineer M. Persson responsible for AI targeting protocols. He was court-martialed in secret, but instead of prison, they buried the whole thing. Gave him a clean slate, funneled him into tech. Minecraft? It was supposedly his redemption project. But those early builds, they were tests. I cross-referenced the bunker coordinates in the prototype with real-world maps. They matched abandoned military sites in Sweden. And the dates? They lined up perfectly with Persson's gap years before Mojang. I couldn't believe it. My childhood hero, the man who gave us infinite creativity, had blood on his hands. Literal war crimes. Experimenting on people like they were mobs to be spawned and despawned. That's when things got worse. As I was piecing this together, my main Minecraft world started glitching. I'd log in, and there'd be new structures, bunkers again, with signs saying "Do vet for Mickett, you know too much." Redstone contraptions that looked like drone schematics. And in the distance, I'd hear footsteps, but no entity. Just empty caves echoing with what sounded like muffled screams, sampled from old news footage. I tried to delete the prototype file, but it reappeared. My antivirus flagged it as malware with embedded payloads. Payloads? Like the ones he designed? I haven't slept since. Every time I close my eyes, I see those pixelated faces in the game, morphing into real victims from the reports. Notch isn't just a creator, he's a monster hiding in plain sight. If you're reading this, don't dig too deep. Minecraft's code has secrets buried deeper than bedrock. And once you find them, they find you.